For Sotiris Missailidis, early 2021 was one of the most disheartening moments of the pandemic. The most cutting-edge vaccines against COVID, the ones using mRNA- were still in short supply. The only two companies that make them, Moderna and Pfizer, were effectively only selling them to wealthy countries. Months earlier, Missailidis and colleagues at Brazil's premier agency for vaccines had approached the companies with what could have been a solution to head off this very scenario. They asked the companies to share their know-how so Brazil could make the vaccines in its own factories. He recalls, neither of them accepted. Yet, ironically, this episode was also a brilliant moment, says Missailidis with a wry smile. That's because it enabled Missailidis, who heads research and development at the agency, to finally convince Brazil's government to back a plan with world-changing potential. It's an unprecedented collaboration between scientists from middle-income countries to help each other break the lock that wealthy countries have on not just COVID vaccines but on the invention of new vaccines in general. The posture of Moderna and Pfizer pushed for a reaction, says Missailidis. It was sad. But to a certain extent it was good for us, because it pushed us to have our independence. If the vision comes to fruition, in future pandemics, it would save hundreds of millions of lives in low and middle income countries. It would also amount to a tectonic shift in the way science is done. The extent of this potential change is on display at the start of a recent gathering in Rio de Janeiro hosted by Missailidis' agency, called the BioManguinhos Fiocruz Foundation. The auditorium is packed with mRNA experts from Latin America as well as South Africa. But with the exception of a team from PATH, a Seattle-based nonprofit that is providing some technical support, none of the scientists present are from the United States or Europe, the wealthy countries of what's often called the Global North. This is a strictly Global South affair. Missailidis comes to the microphone. We've always acted in public health emergencies, he says. This is our mission. In an interview with NPR, however, Missailidis notes that, until now it's a mission that's faced a major obstacle. It's been virtually impossible for Brazilian scientists to invent their own vaccines from scratch.